Good morning, everyone. Everyone, mute your mic. So, today I will tell you what is the syllabus for your examination. The 3 chapters, that is the from 2 new chapters, that is the conservation of plants and animals and crop production and management, and the previous chapter, that is the cell. Okay. So, the syllabus for your term 1 exam. First one, the cell. Second one, conservation of animal and plant, and third one, crop production and management. These 3 chapters will present in your upcoming examination. Okay. Question may be in MCQ pattern and the 15 marks questions. That very short type question or MCQ question and 50 marks question will come, and these 3 chapters. Okay. Cell chapters, the basic unit of life and conservation of plants and animals and crop production and management. Okay. Okay. So, let us continue from the rest of the parts of the conservation of animals and plants. So, previous day we read about that how do you there is nothing, when it will be held you will be updated. No, don't worry about that. You just read these 3 chapters. Other chapters mean Munsi. The 3 chapters, cell chapters, the conservation and animals and plants and crop production and management. Ornangshu, you cannot understand the 3 chapters, that is cell chapter and conservation of plants and animals and crop production and management. Okay, these 3 chapters from the biology part, not the total science. Physics, chemistry, you can ask here for subject teachers. Okay. I don't know, Tapon, when school will open. I am also waiting for that day. PT1 included, yes, cell chapter included. Okay, so National Park. On the roadside, there was the others written Satpura National Park. So, previous day we learn about the wildlife, how which type of activities are present in the wildlife and how they protect the animals. National Park is the bigger versions of the wildlife sanctuary and biosphere reserve is the largest version. Okay, so National Park, Satpura National Park, children are now eager to go there. Madhavji tells them that these protect the sets of the ecosystem. They preserve flora, fauna, landscape, historic object of an area. National Park also large areas of flora, fauna of a particular area, some historical places, the tribals, how they live. This is also included. Small part, not just like the biosphere reserve, the whole area, small part included in the National Park. Landscape and history. Satpura National Park is the first reserve forest of the India. So, which one is the reserve forest of the India? That is Satpura National Park. No reproduction animals. I am telling the Jasmine, why you asking? These 3 chapters you cannot clearly see. Cell chapter, conservation of plants and animals and the crop production and management. Don't ask this type of question. So, these are more than the 100 national parks in the India. In our country, more than 100 national parks in India. So many wild animals, and they are day by day decreasing their number. So that's why we should protect them, and we should aware about that, and we should increase their population to maintain their number, because each and every plants and animals important for our ecosystem. If one will be distinguished, no one replace that place. Okay, so each have, if any animals and plants on the earth, they have some role in our ecosystem, some contribution in our environment. So we should protect them for our own purposes. Rock shelter are also found inside the Satpura National Park. So the prehistorical areas, the humans, how the humans, rock shelters means cave. You know that in your history, the prehistoric humans, they can shelter in the rock. They made the home inside the rock, that is called cave. So this type of structure you can find in the Satpura National Park. You can imagine and you can get some idea how they live, which type of culture they should maintain, which type of food they should take, what is the pictures they made. Some pictures also on the wall of the cave. Ajanta Ellora you have read already in your history. So this type of cave are also present in the Satpura National Park. These are the evidence of the prehistoric human life in the jungles. They give us an idea of life of the primitive people. From this type of this structure you can get some idea from that particular areas people how they live. Okay. Rock paintings are found in these shelters. A total 55 rock shelters have been identified in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Figures in the animals and males fighting, hunting, dancing and playing musical instruments are depicted in this painting. Many tribals still alive in this area. Okay. So many tribals, so many humans are present in that area, and they are prehistoric, so many years ago. Okay, and how they live, because this area now protected and the animals and plants and the rocks are only present. So how this type of animals present on that particular area on the previous years, so you can get some idea from this structure. As children had moved ahead, they see a board with Satpura Tiger Reserve. You know that tiger is the most important animal in our country, so that's why you can see the particularly for the Tiger Reserve. Madhavji explained that Project Tiger was launched by the government to protect the tigers in the country. The object of this project was to ensure the survival and maintenance of the tiger population in our country. So what is the object of the Project Tiger? To maintain the survival and population, because the tigers, because their skin, their teeth are very much costly. So poachers, the killing animals, they hunting these animals and their skins they costly they sell for their own purposes. This is should not do that. So that's why we should protect them to increase their number. If tigers also distinguished from our country, this is also tradition of our country. So if it is destroyed, so how could I live? Because they have some contribution in our ecosystem. So that's why we should protect them, and for that reason, to protect them, to maintain their population, to increase their number, government launched a project that is named Tiger Project. Okay, Save Reserve Tiger Project. Project Tiger. Tiger is one of the many species which are slowly disappearing from our countries, but Satpura Tiger Reserve is unique in the sense that a significant increase in the population of tiger has been seen here. So Satpura Tiger Reserve, there is some works is also you can see visibly result. They show that the number of tiger is increased day by day, because we should protect them. Upon a time, animals like lions, elephant, wild buffaloes and barasingo. Barasingo is one type of deer whose horn is very long. You can see the pictures in your book, that is barasingo. Animals whose number are diminishing to a level they might be face extinction are known as the endangered animals. You know that some animals totally distinguished from that is dinosaurs, dodo. They are completely extinct. These are called extinct animal, and endangered animals, they are in the way of the extinction. After a few years, if we should not, we are not aware about them, we should not, if we are not protect them, they also will be distinguished from the earth. Okay, so that's why they are called in the way of the extinction. That is called endangered animal, and who are completely distinguished from the world, that is called extinct animals. Bojo remind that dinosaurs which became extinct a long time ago, survival of some animals has become difficult because of the disturbance of the natural elements. We humans are the most dangerous. We destroy them, we disturb them, they are natural. If you are present in a particular area, that is summer region, if I move you to the any type of cold, extreme cold region, you maybe cannot adapt in that region. So when you move to the from your natural habitat to a new one, you should take some time to adapt it with that environment. Or continuously, if there is disturbance, the pollution, global warming, hunting, poaching, all these things are destroyed their natural habitat and the animals also from the earth. So that's why we should protect them and aware from this type of pupils. Professor Ahmed tells them in order to protect plants and animals, rules are imposed in the national park. So national park have some rules to protect them. Poaching, hunting, capturing of animals and collection of the firewood, medical plants are completely not allowed in the. You know that in wildlife sanctuary there is the entry of the man allow for the trees, medical plant, but they have bad intent, so that's why they hunt this type of animals. But that is strictly prohibited in the national park. No man can entry for any purpose in the national park. Madhavji tells Paheli that small animals are much more in the danger become extinct than the bigger one. Obviously, small ones, they are not totally adapted. They are very soft. They are very delicate. But the bigger one, we adult human, you can suffer from the fever. You can suffer the natural climate, the cold, summer, hot. You can adapt it with that. But a small baby, if there is something occurs with them, they can cry. They cannot say anything because they cannot. They are very delicate. They are not totally adapted still now with this type of environment. So this type of things will also happen to the animals. The small animals, they are very soft, so that's why they cannot survive. The chances of the extinction is very much rather than the big one. Okay. By killing them, we are harming ourselves. They might be small in size, but their role in the ecosystem cannot be ignored. They form the part of food chains and food webs, and which we learnt in the every animals and plants. If they present in the earth, they have some contribution to their ecosystem. You know that ecosystem, environmental chain, food chain. They are the grass that is eaten by the insects, insects by the frog, frog by the snake, by the peacock. So this type of animals, they are related with each other. Interrelationship are present. If one is diminishing from the world, the total chain will be break down. One animals are not present, the other animals also affected. So we should protect them for our own purposes to maintain the ecosystem. An ecosystem is made up of all the plants, animals and microorganisms in the area, along with non-living components such as climate, soil and rivers. So ecosystem means not only the living ones, the non-living, biotic, abiotic, both agents are present in the ecosystem. The plants, animals, microorganisms, soil, water, air, anything, climate, everything totally complete a ecosystem. Now red data book. What is red data book? Professor Ahmed explained about red data book to the children. He tells them that red data book is the source of book which keeps a record of all endangered animals and plants. So red data book is a record book that keeps the records or list of the endangered species, not particularly animals, not particularly plants. Plants and animals both are included in the red data book, okay, which are not extinct, completely distinguished, not this type of animals, only endangered animals which are in the way of the extinction are included in the red data book. Red data book is maintained internationally by an organization. India also maintains red data book for plants and animals found in so particular country. They have particular, because all animals are not present in only one area. So which country contains which type of animals, which is number decreasing, which number increasing, that is speciality. They have some speciality also particular country. So each country has their own red data book, and that is maintained by their own government. Okay. And internationally, that is the whole world, there is also an red data book. Migration, you know that is the movement of one animals from one place to the another place for the shelter, food, climate change, anything, for their egg laying purposes. Some fishes, they at the time of the laying egg, they the marine fishes come to the fresh water, because marine fishes, the eggs may be destroyed, and after that laying egg they can go to the stream again. Okay. Some birds, they present in the cold region, but in the that is Russia, Siberian crane, they, but in the winter season there is too much cold, so they cannot survive, they cannot get food at the time also. So that's why they can move to the summer region for their shelter and food purpose, and after that when summer coming in our country, they cannot adapt it with this type of climate, then go back to again the Siberia. Okay. So this is the migration. The excursion party then enters deeper into the forest under the guidance of the Madhavji. They near Siddha Tawa reservoir to relax for the, so there is some reservoir, that is also not a reservoir, there is a one type of pond, lake, you can say that is Tawa. Okay. And the Paheli observed some of the birds near the river. So Paheli said that some migratory birds present in near the reservoir. Madhavji tells the children that these are migratory birds. These birds have flown from other parts of the world. They come to the other country, in our country, for their climatic change, food, anything. Migratory birds fly to far areas every year during the particular time because climatic change. They fly for laying eggs as the weather in their natural habitat becomes very cold and inhospitable. Inhospitable means there is no shelter, food, anything is present. No, nothing, no advantages their country give them to survival. Okay, to survive. So that's why they move to other country. Birds who cover long distance to reach another land are known as the migratory bird, as the 7, migration. Recycling of paper, you know that paper is, the trees how much important to us, and the paper is made from these trees, so we should not waste the paper, we should recycle the paper to save our trees. Okay, Professor Ahmed was attention of the children to another cause of deforestation. He tells them that it takes 17 full grown trees to make 1 ton of paper. Just for 1 ton of paper, just 17 full grown, and how many paper made day by day, because everything where we need paper, the industry, office, school, college, everywhere so many papers are destroyed. We cannot imagine that how many trees are destroyed day by day. The cutting down, deforestation is occurs only due to these types of working also. We need paper also, but we cannot save for tree for sometimes if we recycle them. That's maybe the quality of paper vary from the first one to the new one, but we can write on them. So that's, if each a single page we cannot destroy, because a single page also made by so many trees. Okay, there we should save paper. Professor Ahmed also tells that paper can be recycled 5 to 7 times for the use. So how many times you can recycle the paper? 5 to 7 times you can, one paper you can recycle. Okay, in each student saves at least 1 sheet of paper in a day. We can save many trees in the year. So if you save one, is nothing, no a single page you cannot leave for that, because you know that how many important trees are, and particularly nowadays there is deforestation occurs increasing day by day. Okay, we also extincted from the world if we cannot save our trees. But this, we not only save the trees but also save energy and water needed. So not only paper is made only by the trees, the electricity, the water, everything, so many materials are also included in the paper to make a single piece of paper. So related, some associated with that, so many things you can save also. The amount of harmful chemicals also paper you can making will also be reduced. So some chemicals also used to make the paper clear white, so that's why you can reduce the effect of these chemicals. Reforestation means the plantings of the new ones to replace the destroyed one. Okay? Which plants already destroyed, you can restock them by planting new paper plants. That is called reforestation or afforestation. Both are same. Professor Ahmed suggested that answer of deforestation to reforestation. Reforestation is the restocking of the destroyed forest by planting new trees. So what is reforestation? Restocking of the plants in the place of the destroyed one. The place trees should generally be the some pieces which are found in the forest. We should plant at least as many trees as we cut. We should, obviously, we need trees, we cut them, but we should also plant them, because no one replaces that place. If the destroyed areas is left undistributed, it reestablished itself. Some plants, they grow naturally. If you can destroy some plants naturally, but you can human also reforest the plants. Okay. In natural reforestation, there is no role of the human. Naturally, that's maybe by wind, that's maybe by birds, that's maybe by anything, a natural calamity, water that is fly away, this type of the trees, seeds, and they can naturally grow. There is no human made. But you can also, human also can plant new trees to restock the new trees. We have already caused tremendous damage to our forest. So we can deforest. We are the most dangerous to destroy our environment. No one, human are the most dangerous. We should aware about them, and we should protect our environment for our own purposes. No one will help you. If you have to retain our green wealth for the future generation, plantation of the more trees is the only one option. Plant is most important, so never destroy a single piece of the tree. Okay. Professor Ahmed told them that in India we have the Forest Conservation Act. There is so many acts, but who cares? Okay. This act is aimed at preservation and conservation of the natural forest and the meeting the basic needs of the people living in the near. So many people also depends on the forest. They also don't have the house like us, so they depends on the forest. They take the food, shelter, even their clothes from the forest. So we should not destroy the forest. If we destroy the forest, we should reforest them. Okay. After some rest, Madhavji asked the children to start heading back because it is not advisable to stay in the jungle after sunset. On getting back, Professor Ahmed and the children thanked Madhavji for guiding them through the exciting experience. So the evening is coming, so that's why they get rid of from the forest, because forest is not safe in the darkness. So that's why they get back to their own places. So this is a wonderful story, this is wonderful tour, and this chapter you can should learn how we should forest and why you should forest, what is the effect of deforestation, reforestation, desertification, which type of animals are present on a particular area, what is flora, what is fauna, what is endemic species, what is endangered species, what is population, what is species, what is red data book, what is migration. These all are important. Okay, so next day we will discuss about the exercise. No need to worry about this, just read 3 chapters: cell, the basic unit of life; second one, conservation of plants and animals; and third one, crop production and management. This is your syllabus for your term 1 exam. Read this, no need to worry about the exercise. Question will come from the inside, MCQ type or very short type question will come, you just read. Okay, thank you everyone. This is up to for the today. Bye everyone.